Hello, good morning. Happy Thursday, September 29th, 2022. Here in Indianapolis, it is a beautiful, sunny, no clouds in the sky type of morning. We are looking at 45 degrees. 45 stinking degrees. It was one of those double blanket nights where you start to go to bed in one blanket and you realize, holy crap, it's cold. You get another one. And there you go. I have the TV on right here looking at, it looks like the hurricane is through Florida. It's going to kind of circle back and now kind of going to go up the coast, maybe hit Daytona, Jacksonville, up into South Carolina, North Carolina. Maybe miss all of Georgia, even though I know Georgia's getting wind and rain and stuff like that now. But still, we went from the Gulf Coast to now the other coast, and now it's... we've got hurricane watch, hurricane warnings, thunderstorm watch warning, all kinds of stuff going on. So if you're in Florida, hopefully you're safe. If you have kind of gone away from Florida, hopefully everything is nice and safe for you when you return. So we're thinking about everybody down there in the great state of Florida in the southeast. But tonight, with a terrible transition, we've got some football, Thursday night football, and it is a big game. The Miami Dolphins 3-0 head to Cincinnati at 1-2. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be chilly. The Midwest is cooling off. 3.5 point favorites for the Bengals. They are home, and they're all white. So they've got the cool white helmet with the black stripes. It's going to be really, really cool. Great uniform matchup. The Dolphins have got great uniforms. So they're going to be in that teal. Bengals will be on a white jersey with their white helmet. It's going to be great. Thursday night football at Paycor Stadium. 8:15 the kickoff. This game is on Amazon Prime Video. We got Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit. The Dolphins lead the all-time series 17-7. Dolphins have won the past two. The last matchup was in 2020. Dolphins 19, Bengals 7. The Dolphins beat Buffalo 21-19 in that emotional, dramatic win last week. They are averaging 27 a game, letting up 21 a game. The Bengals beat the Jets for their first win of the year, 27-12. 21 a game, letting up 18. So, the Bengals need to win in a bad way. They do. They need to win at home. They really got to get stuff started. The Dolphins are a really, really surprising team this year, 3-0. So we'll see what happens when they get together in Cincinnati. Let's go over a little bit of the notes that we have for the week. Tua apparently is going to try to make it through the game. He's got a back injury. He's been kind of questionable all week. They did announce that he is going to attempt to play. He passed for 186 yards and a touchdown last week. Aims for his third game in a row with 70-plus completion percentage and 120-plus rating. Let's see. Tyreek Hill ranks third in reception yards, 317 this season, has a receiving touchdown in 6 of his 7 career Thursday night football games, and his fourth in a row. He's aiming for his fourth in a row with a catch on Thursday night football. Jalen Waddle has 4 catches for a team high 104 yards last week. He has 123 receptions. That's the second most in the player in their first career 20 games. Melvin Ingram had 2 sacks, 4 fumble, and a fumble recovery in week 3. He had a sack and a pass deflection in his last game versus Cincinnati. What else we got? Xavier Howard had an interception in the last meeting. Has 7 pass deflections in his past 7 games on the road. Aims for his third game in a row on the road with a pass deflection. How about that for a stat? The Bengals, Joe Burrow passed for 275 and 3 touchdowns for 114.9 rating last week. He has 664 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 105 rating in 2 career Thursday night football starts. Joe Mixon had 13 touchdowns in his past 12 games at home. Jamar Chase, 6 catches, 15th career touchdown in week 3. Has 8 receptions and a touchdown in 10 career home games. 8 receiving touchdowns in his 10 home games. T. Higgins had 5 catches for a season-high 93 yards last week, had 5 catches for 56 yards in their last meeting. Jesse Bates had his 11th career interception last week, had an interception in the last home meeting, aims for his 3rd in a row versus Miami with a forced fumble. So all kinds of fun, crazy stats to get the day started. But when you look at this, the Bengals are 3-point favorites. It's going to be chilly. It's a short week for Tua. He's going to fight through it. They do have Teddy Bridgewater, which is a very, very, very good backup. So it's going to be a very interesting game as to who can really get going first. Can the Bengals offense kind of solve that Dolphins defense that really kind of gave Josh Allen fits? Or can Miami kind of expose the Cincinnati defense that has been good and bad all over the place? And can the Cincinnati offensive line hold up? They redid everything. They're not going to let Joe Burrow get sacked a bunch, and then they did better last week, but the first 2 weeks it was awful. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be high 40s, low 50s. The weather is not going to be an issue here. And Cincinnati's 2 hours down the road. So when I say here, I mean there as well. We basically have the same weather that they have here in Indianapolis. So you really look at it, it's Mike McDaniel, kind of his first chance at prime time as a coach. Again, the question is, can Tua play? You've got Tyreek Hill, you've got Jalen Waddle. That offensive explosion will be there occasionally for the Dolphins. It's just can the Bengals kind of deal with that and then kind of turn it around on their own. They're explosive too. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, they can put points up in a hurry. But that Dolphins defense has been pretty solid. They let up a lot of yards, let up some points. And when I mean solid, I feel like when they needed a stop the last few weeks, they've gotten it. So really interesting game here. 3-point favorite for the Bengals. Part of me thinks the Bengals are going to come out on fire. It's Thursday Night Football. This is when they get it together. But then part of me really believes in the Dolphins. So they're wanting you to go with the Bengals because they're at home. It's Thursday Night Football. It's a whiteout. Those cool helmets. Tua's hurt. I'm going to go the opposite. I think Miami gets the job done. I believe in Miami. I believe in their offense. I think their defense continues to do what they need to do. I think they're going to get after the quarterback. I don't trust the Cincinnati line yet. If they do well tonight, then maybe you kind of flip what you're thinking here. This is a huge game. Cincinnati can either be 2-2 or 1-3. That is a ginormous difference. And after we play tonight, you kind of have some time to think about what happened in the first quarter of the season. If the Dolphins can go 4-0, they really are legitimately telling the Bills, we're here. We already beat you at home. We're coming for you. The division does not go through Buffalo. Now it goes through Miami. If the Bengals win, the Dolphins are still in a good spot. This is a tough game on a short week with a hurt quarterback to go on the road. But it's really going to show more for the Bengals if they win that they got the offensive line fixed. The offense has got to get a little bit of continuity going. And then also they really, really need to protect the quarterback. That's really what they have to do. And their defense, can their defensive backs hold up, led by Jesse Bates and a lot of good quality players back there, but can they hold up against the Miami onslaught? So I'm picking Miami. I think they get the job done. I think that not only do they cover, but I think they win outright. I think that they get the win. I think this is a big, big statement for them. And I don't think it's time to hit the panic button for the Bengals yet, but it's getting close because the Ravens look good. Steelers don't look good. Browns are all over the place. If they lose, it's not absolutely code red, flash all the lights, but it's getting close. So it'll be a good game. It'll be fun. Can't wait. Amazon Prime. Last week it worked well for us. The first week it was awful. We love hearing Al and Kirk. I think it's going to be great. Can't wait for it. And I'm going to go with the Dolphins. So let me know. Comment below who you think is going to get the job done tonight. I really think the Dolphins, I think that their offense is too good. I really do. And I think Tua is going to fight through it. And I think he's going to have himself a good game today. So let me know. Comment below. Dolphins, Bengals. Hopefully you have a great Thursday. And let's have some fun today.